I'll tell you a little secret. I was wondering where the accessories were when I unboxed the Singer Elite SE017 Serger, and there wasn't any like little pouch or bag. So I decided to look around. So first I opened up the front door and realized right down in here there are the tweezers that are nicely hidden here because you're always going to be reaching for them, so they have their own little spot. And then right over here, now this serger is a free arm, so when we slide this kind of box part off the machine to expose said free arm, there is a little cubby down here, and that's where we will pick up the few extra items to explain that come with the machine. Now I'm going to just put this back on. Most of the time if I'm not using the free arm, I do like that extra work surface. Now speaking of accessories and thread, one of the things that we are going to talk about a lot in these video tutorials is the quality of serger thread. Now you probably saw that there were some spools of thread that came with the machine and your machine was threaded when you took it out of the box. Now this will work for a little bit, but there's really not a lot of thread on these spools. And tell you the truth, it's not a great quality of thread. So if you just want to use it, practice with it, but probably once you switch over, then I would probably just make those disappear. Trust me, that they're okay, but nothing great. So what comes with this machine is going to be a couple needles, a couple screwdrivers, or a screwdriver, but let's talk needles for a second. You are going to want to make a note for needles that you are required to get the size 20-22. So that's a little different than a home sewing machine needle. So you are going to want to make sure that you're always putting the right needles in the serger. If you're working with some thinner fabric, you're going to look for some needles that are a little smaller in size. There are 2 of them that come with the machine, and they are a size 90-14. So that can work with some of your more normal weight to little heavier weight fabric. So keep that in mind. I would recommend that you buy some extra needles. I'm going to put some links below to just some of the accessories that we're going to talk about throughout these videos, so you can just click them, add them to an Amazon cart, and then you'll get them the next time you place an order. A brush. We're going to talk about cleaning and oiling this machine, and as you notice, there is not oil that comes with this, but in your manual, by the way, it is a downloadable manual, and you can print off what you need, or print the whole thing, or just look up what you need from time to time and just double check that you've got all your settings correct. But I will also put the link to the manual down below. There is an extra serger blade. When we start talking about the cutting blades here, we'll explain this. You can replace the bottom one yourself, and that will be if you're using a lot of fabrics that are more fleece-like or polyesters. Your knives will dull a little quicker, just like they do when you have scissors or rotary cutter blades that cut through that type of fabric. You notice how quickly they dull. But if you're cutting a lot more natural fibers like cottons, these are going to last you a long time. Okay, this little guy we are going to use when we do a 2-thread overlock. So this actually sits in the upper looper and will make the machine think that it has thread in it, even though it doesn't, allowing you to choose one needle and use it in conjunction with the lower looper. This is a 2-thread converter. And we do have a small screwdriver that is going to be ideal for taking your screws out as we go between having a left needle, a right needle, or both needles, or new needles. We'll show you some tricks about changing your needles. And then I'm going to just show you one other accessory. This does not come with the serger, but it's something I'm going to use because it's getting hard to see how to thread needles. And this is a handheld needle threader with a little plunger, which I absolutely love when using it with a serger, because I can just slide it down, plunge the thread through, and then do it for both needles. So if you don't have a needle threader on your sewing machine, you'll probably really like that. Get a couple of them when you order those. Again, I'll put links below. If you're looking to learn more about the Singer Elite SE017, we're going to be doing a ton of videos on them. Nice, short, and sweet. We also recommend our Craftsy online videos and courses. I also have a Craftsy class online you can check out, and those are classes that you can re-watch, and some of them have like projects in them. So if you're looking to use your serger to do more projects, I highly recommend that you check out the online courses that are created for any brand of serger you own. Let's get started.